Hey, sweetie! I know, David. It does my head in a little bit, I must say.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Thank you.
Ser sottolineatura Luis just resubbed for 26 months.
Grazie. Has the cheating been addressed in Tarkov? I don't believe so. I know they banned a bunch of accounts, but you know. Well, look, the subsequent DIY stuff is just very boring. It's just making draws. Also, I just didn't fancy it today. We didn't. None of us. So it's just me and the youngest, and we're both extremely stay up late, wake up late kind of people. So. She didn't. I mean, she came to say good night to me last night at 11 o'clock at night. She just woke up. I had to go and open her curtains at 10 when I woke up. But yeah, I mean, the DIY yesterday, the bed making was easy, wasn't it? We're seeing Barbie today. That's later on. So yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You don't want to do it every day. Drago, I don't know if you feel the same way, but quite often I'll do something, some task, and then subsequently I'll look back at it and think, did I really do that? Because if you asked me to do it now, I wouldn't do it. Just things that I've done over the years, like, I just think, God, I can't imagine doing that.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Sì, sottolineatura just resubbed for 10 months. Wow, no way, my favorite flatpack streamer is also a gamer. Flax goes.
So at this late stage of the wipe, I've realized that there are some very sweaty individuals out there who've got max stealth movement and whatever. You just never hear them.
Yogscast rated with 279 viewers.
Nice.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Tesciata sottolineatura 1 Jastre subendo for 35 months. Holy moly nearly 3 years.
A long old time, isn't it? Now, did that explosion come from underground? Do we think it's kicking off underground? I thought it came from over this way. This isn't DIY. Look, I can't do DIY every day. Right? It's very boring. Shame you can't get in this. That's got to be coming from underground, isn't it? There's someone down there doing a shoot.
Cover your ass! Drop the do it now!
Those are rogues.
What are you doing?
Down is all this shit.
Damn!
Хуйло, вот хуйло.
There's too many of them in the end. We got one, I think. We got two. They just keep coming. SEAL Team 6. God, I'll be back. It's a lot of shit. I have a lot of shit on there. Oh, we need to give my lads some guns. Let's take this piece of shit in. I did this. Oh wait, we got an MP9. Do I have an MP9 knocking about? There's one. Huh. I'll have another couple of those, please. MP9. MP9. Do we have any ammo to go in this? PSTGZH. We need 120 rounds, so we need 100 more. 100 of your finest PSTGZH. Actually, let's take 200, because we're going to need more. I definitely think we're going to live long enough to refill, for sure. There's no way we just instantly die with this. I'll take you, I'll take you, and I'll take you. A helmet? Yeah. Any body armor? Do we need body armor for this? Well, we could do this, because this thing is crap. We could whack the strand hog on. Ooh, I kind of want to keep the strand hog now. What about this TV 110? You'll do nicely. Do we have those? This doesn't work with it, really? Alright, looks like we're taking this 6B47. I mean, this is just a top loadout as far as I can tell. Yeah. I don't even think we need anything else. Wait. Yeah. Wait! Now this is a little beauty. What tier are you? 4. So as I understand it, Labs is free now. Is that right? And you can scav there. We'll have to consider that. That's one to think about for sure. So I can fit a statue of a cat, a big statue of a cat, up my arse, but I can't fit a magazine. I couldn't fit a pistol up there. I could fit a vase up there. God, I'm level 39. Jeez. It is insane how much money Saudi Arabia is spending on this stuff. I mean, wanting to sign Kylian Mbappe for 300 million euros. Well, that's the bid. That's crazy. I just think it's a shame that, first of all, I don't think that the Saudi League is particularly competitive. Or I certainly don't think anybody watches it. It's just mad. I mean, they've made an offer of 300 million for Mbappe. Apparently, if he did agree, the deal would get, I think it's something like 680 grand a day or something he'd be on, or something. It's some insane amount of money. And I'm just like, yeah, but we love our footy over here. It's like, it's like, you know, every country loves its football. If football is the sport of that country, you couldn't say, oh, they love it over there. We love it over here. It's just mad. Yes, no, I understand that, Varmeister, but still, the fact is, I don't think that football is ready for its superstars to be bought to essentially go play in a league no one gives a shit about outside of Saudi Arabia. I mean, maybe the idea is to grow it into the new Premier League so people watch the Saudi League and the Premier League and all the rest of it just drop. Because if you're a good player, superstar player, maybe they just come and fucking buy them. I mean, if Mbappe goes to Saudi Arabia, quite honestly, that has to be a huge asterisk on his career. It's like, yeah, he left playing in the Champions League, the most competitive league in football, to go play in Saudi Arabia. And just literally for the money. It's almost like they're saying, look what you'll do for money. You'll do anything if we give you enough money. You'll sell your best players to us, knowing that they're going to be playing in a dog shit league. We're going to pay them so much money they can't say no. We're going to offer you so much money you can't say no. Look how much power we have. You can't say no to us. It's just mad. By the way, I think, given how red hot the suppressors get on these guns, you should be able to, like, press the hot barrel to the face of your opponent. Ah! Tss! Like that, just as a distraction. I mean, Man City are now basically going to be the Bayern Munich, the unassailable team at the top of the Premier League for the foreseeable, because they've just got so much money they can buy whoever they want. Maybe Newcastle will get to that kind of point and we'll have it's going to be between those two teams just because they're the richest. It's a shame. I've got to say, we need to have a look at the way we do things, but baseball, completely different from football. The richest teams absolutely do not guarantee victory. I say this as a Mets fan. The Yankees for years have spent more than most people on all these stupid contracts and everything like that, and it just doesn't work. I mean, I've thought for a while I think the way that the MLS is organized, which is the American Football League, if you like, the Major League Soccer, they have a system. They have like a salary cap, and you have certain players you could designate as your star player. Wouldn't it be interesting if teams had more average players throughout each of them, and then each team had like a couple of superstars? That would be interesting. We're dead, but we might make it underground. There's going to be a lad up here. Yeah, there he is. If he could be here, so we're gonna leg it. My man's singing.
Yo, what's up, man?
That's what's up, man. What's he doing? I love... Oh, I don't want to see what his name is. He felt like he was sitting down after a long day. Exactly. I think I killed them all, Sarcastic Samurai, didn't I? If I remember rightly, I had a shotgun. Yeah. They... Goodbye, friends. Well, I tried to give him the old leg meta. I think we hit him a little bit, but couldn't finish him off. Why it doesn't divvy up the damage, I don't know. Oh, he had AP63. I think he had like a big ol' mag. Yeah, I think he did have an MP9. What would be nice is at the end it shows you did this much damage to one guy, this much damage to another. Why not? You know that it knows. You know that it knows. Yeah, this guy's a fucking nonce. I wonder how can I report it? I'm just going to delete that. What a disgusting person. It is a shame how often computer games attracts nonces, isn't it? We've got a shitty gun and a funny face. We're going labs, baby. I don't know if they're trying to be edgy. I mean, I think they just. I mean, that's like beyond edgy humor, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Mick Jagger is 80. What a life that lad's had, eh? Greetings, fellow scav.
Ну и чё тут за хуйня? Блять, берца щеми!
Oh, big lag spike there. Careful, Perry, that means there's cheaters around. Couldn't we just wait here and when they drop down here we shoot them? Doesn't he have grandkids that are older than his kids? Step-grandkids, I could imagine, but... Or are you saying he's had other children recently who are younger than the grandkids from his earlier children? I mean, I could believe that.
Шалава! Ну и чё тут?
Why is my man in such a fear? I don't know how to get out of this hellhole.
I appreciate you, man. Cool.
Oh, hello. God, it's like a maze down here. Jesus. Many shoots. Oh shit. Woo!
Принял.
What's the crack, lads? Whole heap of dead here. Did we get one? Well, we haven't aggroed him. Oh. I think he was killing scabs. Didn't hear anyone approach. Oh. I don't get it. We killed a traitor scav, and then a silent rogue appeared and shot me. What? Bit unfortunate, I feel. So can you kill... By the way, these are all the messages I've had from Munt over the years. Bold ass motherfucker, if I see you on the fields of Tarkov, you can straight bet me and my scav mates are going to chop you up with a milk carton and say to the therapist, you are an absolute disgrace. Meet an interchange in 5 minutes if you want an ass kicking. Any ratters? Just a blank message. I installed Tarkov, sat in a 30-minute queue, made my character all just to say, guck you, bro. Marsh Wayne, you are a very big noob and a blight on this community. The DFS sale is now on with 50% off all PFlax insured items. We literally have 3 warehouses filled to the absolute brim with guns, armor, and loot, and most of them are in absolute mint condition. Some of these weapons barely even saw 30 seconds of daylight before making their way into the insurance compound. We're also delighted to announce that due to excess supply, the PFlax dog tag has gone down from 50p to just 30p. With mountains of unused PFlax gear pouring in from Tarkov every minute, you'd be a fool to not take advantage of the DFS sale. TFS is not responsible for any incorrect ammo chambered in our PFlax range of weapons. That's what I'm up against. He's my mod. Nothing to repair. Look at the state of it. I don't loathe Munt. I love him. He cracks me up. Munt, well, look, he needs to, you know, you got to give it back to him a little bit. Oh my god. Somebody posted on our Casual UK a letter they got put through their door. Hello, my name is blah blah, and I clean houses in a naturist way, free of clothes, to a high standard. £25 per hour as a naturist. So it's cheaper for them to keep their clothes on. I mean, if you knew what they looked like, maybe? But even then, have a naked person clean your house? I'm not down for that. If Jennifer Lawrence contacted me and said, PFlax, big fan of the stream. Flax peepers. Flax rage. Like, she has to use Flax emotes in the message so we know she's real. Exactly, Stretch, exactly. I noticed, I watched back a couple of the clips from the VOD. No one told me that my underpants, my manscaped underpants, were on show for much of the stream. Because I'd obviously been working, and when you're working you don't notice that your shorts or whatever are sliding down. We're just going to wait here and then see what happens. Whoa, whoa. Who knows what she said? Hello, I am offering naturist cleaning services for £25 an hour. Dawaj, Machid! I tuned into stream favourite Taylor Javot the other day, who's rocking a bunch of money and was sitting there with her breasts fully out and just tiny little things over her nipples, doing a painting stream. Literally just got her jugs out. Now, what I don't understand is you can just go on like one of those cam girls websites. You can see the whole boob. So are people into the titillation? Or is it the fact that she'll respond to chat? That you're talking to the model. But you can also do that on those cam websites, and they'll sometimes even respond. Strange. Big Smitty. Hey, thanks, Big Smitty. Alright, girls. Just thought I'd stop by and say hi. You know, busy guy, obviously. I've got a lot of streams to watch. But Big Smitty here. Oh, interesting. Could be. Yeah, I think it must be the parasocial thing. I do think it's one of the reasons that people get so angry. This is just my opinion. One of the reasons that, when I say people, I mean men, get so angry about the cam girl stuff is I believe it's the only job that you can have where women vastly outrank men in terms of the performance when it comes to how much money they make. And how little they need to do, really, to fool these men into giving them huge amounts of money. I think men get very angry about that. They're like, this isn't right. But I'm sure if they were doing it and women were complaining, they'd be like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I just don't think that there are enough women out there who would spend the time watching men on campsites. I really don't.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Tedemo 0313 Justre subbendo for 7 months.
Well Patched says, that's really just on the men, though. What do you think I was saying? Do you think I was blaming women? Seems exploitative of both the streamer and the audience. I don't think that's possible. Given that the money is headed in one direction, I don't think you could say that they're both being exploited. I don't think it's good. Like, I'm not saying, you go, girl, you know, spend 12 hours a day being on a cam. Also, I think the exploitation is when people like fucking Andrew Tate get a bunch of women and basically make them be cam girls and then keep all the money. That can fuck off. But, yeah. Nobody's ever thought of this.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Cherry sottolineatura on sottolineatura Twitch Justre subbendo for 1 month.
Grazie. Larold, I don't think people literally sit down and say, son, it's time you had the chat. Women hate sex. Like, I don't think that's a conversation. But I think that certainly I think there are a few dangers here. First of all, that a lot of young men their entire exposure to women from a pretty young age is pornography. I think that's very dangerous. I also think that whilst men understand, I think, especially we're talking young men here, you know, who don't actually know women or don't really know any women. Their friend group growing up was mostly blokes, spent a lot of time online, that kind of guy, you know. The kind of guy who's going to watch a Twitch cam girl or whatever for 8 hours a day. Those lads, I suspect that they don't know any women. The only women they know are either their relatives, who of course appear sort of sexless, if you like, or women they've seen online, either pornography, cam girling, stuff like that. And if you look at porn, this is why you have this. I mean, there's a lot of these nice guys out there who are like, oh, why are women such whores? And you think, well, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, they're convinced that every woman is out there having sex with 10 dudes at a time, whilst him, a nice guy, gets nothing. Where's the action? I hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. I went to an all-boys school, but I always had female friends and girlfriends outside of school, because I did, like, activities outside school, like I did drama club and things like that, where you had a mix. And when I was growing up, my best friend was my friend Nikki. She's lives in New York. I don't know who killed me then, but they somehow did. Interesting. I guess they were behind me and somehow saw me. Either way, I'd always had female friends, and I know a lot of my friends. Oh, okay, so it was just a rogue that silently spotted me. I did not hear him, and I did not see him. So yeah, it's weird that most of my male friends there that I at school, they at a boys' school, so all their friends are boys. Their outside school activities are football with other boys. So they basically never saw women. We went to university, and like they might have had a girlfriend at that point, but it was almost certainly a girl that lived in their neighborhood that they knew, someone's sister, or someone that you met at like a party or whatever. But it certainly wasn't common for my group of friends to have a female friend or a girlfriend. And then, of course, they get to university and there's girls everywhere and they just fucking lose their minds. They don't know what to do. It's like, oh, there's girls here, you know, sort of like that. It's quite funny. We're going to try this. We got to wait 24 seconds. Ugh. That sounds super weird, says Dr. Devious. It's pretty standard for people that go to single-sex schools. Also, I did drama A-level, which was at the girls' school across the field. So we were like the only blokes there. We were like kings. Yeah, they're pretty common. They're pretty common. I know that I believe that girls perform better at a single-sex school. I don't know about boys. I don't know about boys, but I know that girls perform better at single-sex schools.
Uh-oh.
Готов! Сука, ёбнули нашего!
I don't think this lad's gonna make it, I'll be honest with you. Cough it up, mate.
Чё тут? Есть кто? Нет?
Пиздец, мраки ебаные!
I don't like that sound.
Хуйло, вот хуйло, конец тебе!
Who's he yelling at?
Чики-брики и впёмки. Гнида.
It's all kicking off! I don't know who's a goodie and who's a baddie. Madness! Let's go, the boys. Yes. Lead on, Macduff. It's lay on, Macduff. Lay on, Macduff. And damned be he who first cries, hold enough. Oh, I'll bandit you right in the face, boss. Oh dear.
Fucker, straight ahead!
Крыса ебаная!
Эй, земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем. your buckler.
I'll act to your bugler, mate.
Щеми кепку!
Oh, I got shot! Oh, I think he realized that I shot... So I saw a regular scav, thought it was a raider, shot him, and that's it. That's me done. So then everybody can turn on me. Because once you see the regular scav shooting them, it's like, oh! No, it was the lad behind me that killed me, not the AI scav. The lad behind me realized, oh, this guy's aggroed on the scavs. So he's a traitor. But I wasn't a traitor, I just thought it was a fucking raider. I didn't even kill the guy. Let's take this. And an MMAC. So awkward. I can't remember what these magazines look like. Like that. I think I remember where they are. Bip, bip. What ammo have we got? Oh yeah, M80. This is a fun gun, even though we're shit with it. As in, I'm useless. It's a really good gun. It doesn't have the best ammo, unfortunately. Wow, we are really out of meds. To the therapist! Gimme 8 of these. 8 of these. Wait, 3? No. Well, we'll have to have some of these then. 8 of these. And 8 of these. Thank you. Now we have to tediously do this because there's no way to select multiple things. Because this game, it's still in beta, lads. Why can't I just select multiple things? Can't do it. Bit silly, isn't it? I was playing a bit of Jagged Alliance 3, which is okay, you know, it's all right. And I've got to be honest with you. There are some things in that game, pretty fundamental problems, I'd say, where you just think, this feels like an old game. I'll give you an example. First of all, the inventory management system is really bad. There's no way to sort inventory. You have these... There are 3 kinds of inventory. You've got your individual mercs inventory, which is really small, by the way. Then you have the squad inventory, which is huge, but it's only ammo. And then you have the sector inventory. And the sector inventory can be enormous. And it's just stuff you've dumped in that sector. And it's like a huge... You're scrolling through all this stuff you've got. It doesn't auto-stack things. There's no sorting. So you're looking for like... Oh, and also, if you're using one of your mercs to do a modification that involves using a part like a steel tube or a lens or a chip, you have to scroll through the inventory, find it, put it in their inventory, then they can do it. They can't just be in the sector where it is and auto-use your stash. Just little things like that where you think, that's kind of shitty. Yeah, it's an event, Chef. Yeah, the autosaves are good. I save scum constantly in that game. Because, I mean, so the AI is really abysmal. Me and Ben were talking about this today, or yesterday actually, we were chatting on DMs about it. Because I was like, what's Xenonauts 2 like? And he was like, it's essentially a slightly prettier Xenonauts 1, which was basically a reskin of the original XCOM. So, it's very hard, and that's pretty much the game. You know, it's early days for Xenonauts 2, so I'm sure they'll improve it maybe as time goes on. But it's something I'll probably do a playthrough of. In lieu of a new XCOM, I'll do Xenonauts. But I don't think it's anywhere near as good. And he was like, what's Jagged Alliance like? And the thing is with Jagged Alliance, and I think this is a problem, when you make a sequel, and it's Jagged Alliance 3, it's not Jagged Alliance the new generation, it's essentially still the same as Jagged Alliance 2, which is a game that is over 20 years old, I think. And you would expect... I honestly don't understand, in a turn-based game, how the AI can be so dreadful. It's really, really bad. I don't get it. I always felt like the AI in XCOM was decent. I thought they used their abilities well, they took cover well, they did the most annoying thing they could each round, it felt like. And I thought it was really, really pretty challenging, for sure. Whereas I feel like the AI in Jagged Alliance is not challenging. And one of the things is, when you go to a new sector, you can just press H and all your lads are hidden. You sneak into position, and then you can just sort of take people out, either by sneaking up on them and doing a melee attack, or sniping them with a silent sniper rifle. And if no one else sees them die, you just go on to the next one. So you can clear the entire map stealthily, which takes a lot longer and is quite tedious, but you can do it. Which seems like it's quite appealing, but the problem is that when you do pull the AI, they'll all just run towards you. They'll just stand in the open. And if you have AI on your side, God help you. I was fighting, there's one of these fights where it's like a big three-way fight. You turn up, there's a bunch of other guys there already, and there's a bunch of other guys there as well. They're all at odds. The fight starts, and it's like you and these other lads versus this group. And the guys that are on your team will just shotgun blast an enemy, like bang, with buckshot. And it doesn't matter how many of you are in the way. The AI is like, I'm taking the shot. I had to reload because they killed one of the NPCs, and I was blamed for it. It was like, you lose all this loyalty, and now there's these quests you can't do. I was like, well, that's fucking dumb. Why is he shooting? Like, he's just going, pa-pow, pa-pow. And it's like all his teammates, me, the NPC, were all getting owned by this one guy who's provisionally an ally with a shotgun. You think that's stupid. And the AI that the enemies have, there's this one gun you can get in the game. You can get machine guns. One kind of gun, I should say. And you can set up these cones of fire. And it's a big cone. And anyone moving draws Overwatch. And it's a full burst, which is enough to take out a lot of the lower level lads. But if they then do another action like shooting, you get another Overwatch burst. And seemingly the machine gun never runs out of actions. As long as it's got ammo, it's going to be shooting. So you're just lying there, just hosing them. They'll sort of run straight towards you. It's just, it's not great. Sure. I'll go up here. I don't know what could possibly go wrong. I mean, I'll play Xenonauts at some point, for sure. Nuts. Yeah, this game for some reason has a 18 warning on it.
земляк, мы стрелять не будем, так наблюдаем.
Who's shooting at me? Oh, you. Oh, this is hitting the fucking edge? Cry more! Yes, it is, isn't it? That one tree just down there that we can see, wibbling there. Keeps making me think it's a lad. Am I going for the 1 billion rubles this time? No, because the game's gonna wipe in like a week. But I'm thinking this coming wipe, I'm just gonna goof around. I can't get the 1 billion. It's too hard. You need to be a Chad to get the 1 billion. I mean, even if I made 1,000 raids and got out with £1 million each time, that's what I'd need to do. I don't know how many raids I've run this wipe, but the queue times are prohibitive for making vast sums of money quickly. You need to do the Chad shit. No bad jokes, please. Goat Moth's video? Goat Moth? Is that what he calls himself? What's a goat moth? I thought he was just called Goat. By the way, that lad is so hench, his head looks tiny. Yeah, but he's Goat with a 0. I dip in and out of this game. It is very fun. There's nothing quite like it. It's also extremely frustrating. Which is why if we just run dog shit, we won't care.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Digbit at Anwarter Jastre subbed for 39 months. Afternoon flex.
What's up?
Spot of snippering today?
Huh? Spot a snipper in, yeah. Little spot. Missed a lad earlier, unfortunately. Killed a scav. That's all we've managed so far. Just waiting for lads to run across the open here so we can shoot them. Kind of the whole thing, I guess. It's annoying because you normally get... When I'm over there, the fighting all seems to be over here. And when I'm over here, the fighting's all over there. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta wait. We're gonna die here, damn it. Oh, did I see movement? Must have been the wind. I mean, the sort of weird throbbing effect that you get on some textures is not great, is it? I heard a noise. Must have been the wind. While we were doing that, 4 lads ran across here. Oh, hello. Might have got him. Okay, dude. Just a scav. Was that the guy you were shooting? Palmer, you've got the technical know-how needed. What a tactical awareness you've got. Well done. You should play this game. What? Hi, George. Yeah, all finished. See ya. Oh, George, what time do you think you'll be coming tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, no, of course. It's just that I lock the doors at night because Maddie and Gina are away. Me and Lottie are just sleeping in. So no, it's just double locked. I'll just set one off. Yeah, yeah. bit of Google Maps. What is this game? Says Jerem Watts. This is Escape from Tarkov. Shit, I was gonna check something. Oh yeah. I mean, it's silly that it takes this long to load in. Can you imagine if you only had to wait like 30 seconds? They got all these players. Why does it take so long to get into a session? What's going on? I mean, we started queuing, then I had to find a match. Now we had to load all the loot and everything, I think. Now we are awaiting session start. Does that mean that I have to wait for all these other yahoos with slower computers to load in?
Papa,
Yeah!
we could go to Wagamama.
We could.
I'm so loving, but that's kind of the only restaurant I've found so far.
Alright.
Hello? Bye. Hi, friendly, please don't kill me. I'm very badly injured. There's 2 dead guys here.
Nah, Bill's is crap.
Says bleed.
Вроде никого. Движение прямо! Сука, ёбнули нашу! Этого туриста! Вперед в один конец! Угроза на 12!
What do you got?
We can go to that place, Scott. With
I'll talk about this with you later.
Holy shit.
Пиздец, вам раки ебаные!
Fuck! There's no sight on this thing. Oh, nuts.
Ебашки парика! Вон он! Сдохни, тварь!
think I must have killed a scav as well, because that was just a regular scav, I think. Unless that was a rogue too. I was. God, it's so hard to tell. Why? If that 5-7 is working, we kill them there. I mean, how do you not have a front sight on a pistol? I don't even think you can remove it. Size of this thing. I think this is really good, actually, the Banshee.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Accident by Dragon Jastre subbed for 22 months. Am I going mad? Where did AP20 go? Just can't buy it anymore, eh?
Nice jump, Alistair.
Margravec Jastre subbed for 40 months. Flax goes.
Grazie. Monster Hunter, isn't that anime as fuck? This looks pretty weeby to me. It looks... I am honestly astonished. Astonished at how little you guys know me after all these years. Like, you look at a game like that and you think, yeah, Pyrian would love that. How is that anything like the shit that I fucking play? Like, for real, come on. Come on, guys. The guy was trying to sing Mad World, but he didn't know the lyrics. Level 62! It's not like he suggested you try something like Genshin Impact. Just look at it. I just looked at some gameplay. It really doesn't look like the stuff that I play. Look at this game. Look at the grim, horrific nature of it. Look at its punishing difficulty. I play quite a few roguelites. I don't mind failing in a game. As you may have noticed, I play Dota. Beard oil.
обосрался? Ты где? Хуйло, вот хуйло, конец тебе!
Where are you? Get over here.
Вон он, сука!
Did I see someone creeping and peeping over there?
Вот! Блядь, тут нашего завалили! Сука, ёбнули нас!
Stand up! Oh, an SVD. Nice. Nice. Nice!
Вот он!
Nuts!
Давай, мочи!
Please don't divide my cheat me.
Тут нас бьют!
Kinda want to heal up. Huzzah! JJ for a shizzle. Can someone please answer me, has the goon used by Yogs always meant the same as the Goon Cave goon? Yeah, you're going to need to explain Goon Cave. I don't know what that is. It's just something awful. It comes from the website Something Awful, which pretty much all of us used to be on back in the day because, you know, it was like the first really popular forum. It was Reddit before Reddit was around. It was literally like the progenitor of all the memes and shit that you enjoyed in the early noughties was all down to the goons. And that's what they called people on Something Awful. You had to pay $10 a month to be a member. So, you know, that meant that you didn't get absolute dickheads everywhere. You did, but you also didn't, if you know what I mean. It had a pretty crazy darkest cost. That is not cool, dude. I think you're mistaking this channel for 4chan. So the reason that goons was a thing is because, if I remember rightly, because this is the thing, what Something Awful used to do was troll normie internet users a lot. And I mean, oh, don't know who the fuck that could be at my door. All right, well, I'll be behind you. I want to make sure it's not someone comes to snatch. Bathroom and my jeans room here. I've been building furniture in there, so it's a mess. Just ignore that one. Yeah, it's like it's still in the middle of being built. Okay. What about your room? If you tidy your room up, Gabby can clean your room. Okay. Huh? What? I just do it. Yeah, downstairs. Yeah, downstairs is great. Thanks, Gab. I need you to clean it up because this room needs a bit burnt and a bit clean. Okay, that's what she didn't do it last time. Clean up all the Lego. Love, it's not a. I want you to tidy up the Lego and find something else to do. Sweetheart, it's not a request. I'm telling you, the cleaner's here. You need to tidy. That's the end of it. Sweetie, that's the end of it. No, so Something Awful used to troll people a lot. Like people that were, but not just like regular people, people that were crazy. People that were, this was early internet, this is late 90s, early 2000s internet. And there were a lot of people on there who were like, had no idea and took things extremely personally or had really weird, dodgy websites. And the goons would sort of descend on them and troll them. There was a guy called Gorgeous George, if anyone remembers that. He was like, had his own TV show. He was bonkers. And the goons spent an awful lot of time trolling him. He had a radio phone-in show. Goons would always mess with that. There was a very early Bitcoin guy. I can't remember his name, but the Something Awful goons trolled him unbelievably, constantly sending pizzas to his house. He did a live stream, early live stream, And they would sort of like, this was when live stream was brand new. So in a way, this guy was way ahead of his time. This would have been mid 2000s. He had bitcoins. He was buying tons of bitcoins. He was doing live streaming. He had this phone-in show. No one else was doing that stuff. This guy was also crazy, and I think either died or something happened. Yeah, this was before Justin TV, before all of this. But obviously the goons just trolled the hell out of him. Okay, again, Darkest Cost. I'm gonna have to deny your message, dude. I don't think you understand. You are not on 4chan, dude. Alright? Language like that is not acceptable. That's the last time. You do not understand that that is not an acceptable term. I don't care if you use it with your mates, or websites use it, or 4chan use it, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not cool. It is not cool. You know what it stands for. So don't use it. I don't care if it has a different meaning. You just can't do it, dude. Last fucking warning. Anyway, so they went after one guy's dogshit website or something, and he said he sent them like this legal letter, something. Don't sick your goons on me again, and they were like, thought that was such a funny term, goons. This idea that the members of the Something Awful website was some kind of like henchmen, so they started calling themselves goons. So yeah, it was funny. So that's where that came from. But yeah, so I mean, Something Awful was like games like pretty much any of those early online games. I mean, Eve was a huge thing for Something Awful. They played a lot of Eve. Goon Swarm was huge. It was Goon Fleet, Goon Swarm, all these offshoots. It was this big deal. You had to be a member of the sort of forums, and then they were like, oh, there's too many spies. So then, because people were paying $10 to be a member of Something Awful, posting a few times, then getting into Goon Fleet, but they were spies for another corp, shit like that. And then you had to be a 1-year subscriber. Then you had to be a 2-year subscriber. They had all kinds of like propaganda, and they would recruitment drives to try and get more goons to play Eve. It was huge. It was like an engine. Something Awful became like an engine for the Eve Corp. It was pretty nuts. You had Fiad, which was like the real hipster end of Something Awful. Most of the guys who became those early Twitter shit posters that were very popular came from Fiad on Something Awful. The Yogs means Yogscast is Ye Old Goon Squad, which is the name of the guild that Lewis and Simon had in WoW. Like, that's what they were. They were guys who played WoW. That's all that the Yogs cast was, just them talking about WoW, like as a podcast, and then it became like a big thing. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Нармас!
Somebody asked me if I was going to play Dr. Disrespect's new game. I think my issue with any of these games that try to sort of compete with Tarkov is they generally try to come up with a new setting. And it's normally the future. Oh, let's make it futuristic, you know what I mean? And it's just, this works because it's modern day and the guns are cool. And I recognize them. Whereas, like, the futuristic is not as cool. What's your problem, homie? Grover House, yeah, all of this stuff.
Сука, ёбнули нашего!
What the heck?
Сука!
Why did the scavs turn on me, man? Were those rogues? Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, I think they... I don't know if they got the first golden YouTube button in the UK or the first overall. I can't remember. Yeah, they hit 1 million subscribers, making them the biggest YouTube channel in the UK at that time. If I remember rightly, the Yogs is was the first UK channel to reach 1 billion views. I think that's right. It is weird that their YouTube channel is still called Blue Zephos. So they have 4.5 billion views on all their videos. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it is, but it just makes me laugh that it's just... I mean, it's just the way it goes. Like, clearly they made this account with no idea that it was going to be a huge thing. And then they were like, ah, I guess we're stuck with the name Blue Zephos. Even though it's, like, nothing to do with what they do now. I mean, you know, I don't think Lewis has gone by Blue Zephos probably in over a decade. But that's classic YouTube, really. That there's no way to just change the title of the channel to, like, you know, youtube.com/yogscast. Just kind of funny. Got my backup piece. Where do we want to go this time? The factory's good because you're guaranteed to get into a fight, right? Oh, it takes you there anyway? I guess they just got a redirect. Interesting. So youtube.com/yogscast is the same as Blue Zephos. Shows up as different address, but the same exact thing. New banner is very hype. No, I guess I'm in so few Yogscast videos. It makes sense that I'm barely in there. To be fair, I'd say Blue Zephos is the same level of nonsense as PFlax. Eyeblaster, I don't think I was saying that it's not. But also, I think if you're comparing a channel with 4.5 billion views, for it to have the name Blue Zephos and for nobody to go by that is amusing. I mean, you know, that's funny. That's funny that they still have that name as a hangover. But they, you know, now it's just the Yogscast and he's just Lewis. It's just kind of stuck with that that tag, I guess. It's not a critique of the name. Lewis isn't going to marry you just because you defend him. All right? He's not. He's going to marry me at the very least. There is a subreddit called Stupid Dove Nests, which is just all pictures of pigeons and rock doves with terrible nests. If you want to look that up. Turns out they will build a nest fucking anywhere. Literally anywhere. Right, but... So Diggy Diggy Hole has 62 million views. But I think there's the cover version has even more views. So Windrose's Diggy Diggy Hole has 44 million views. So close. Yeah, we did a Guns of Icarus vid. A very long time ago.
Парни, тут наши хватит!
Why were the lads just being chilling? Ah, that's why. Yeah, with loads of lads in. See if I can find it. I must have made some kind of impression. HMS Party Boat? Unfortunately, it might have you-know-who in. Polaris Civil War? Could have been Polaris. Either way. Yeah, I was in that. Yeah, none of us knew how to play. None of us knew what we were doing. It was just pretty funny. No, I think there were a few lads in it. Either way, I can't find it. But yeah, I think because we were all with Maker, which was like a network that basically, the way it works is you have a deal with the network. So you have your channel, and then what happens is the network comes in like a middleman, and what they do is they sell adverts that they put on your channel, and they get a cut and you get money, and the idea is they negotiate a better deal than the base YouTube deal. Yeah, he was. And Jesse Cox and guys like that. And the idea is that the network gets you a better rate in exchange, because they actually go out and do proper advertising deals. So yeah, in the beginning you had to have a network deal to get paid. No, I think you still got the base YouTube money where they just put ads on. But it was like junk, it was like very little. But the money you could get from a network was much bigger, if I remember rightly. So yeah, it's Maker would obviously try to be like so here was the problem. Everyone that worked at Maker, an awful lot of them were fucking incompetent. Like completely incompetent. They all basically wanted to be content creators themselves, but instead were working for a content creation sort of not studio, but network. But they all really wanted to be, you could tell, they all just wanted to be content creators, which was kind of, you know, it's not like we're sort of trying to, oh no, I'm the content creator, not you. It's not like that. It's just that means that they're kind of not really committed to what they're doing. So they basically were just trying to, all of them were basically trying to get into content creation themselves, and then Maker started making its own content, which was shit. And I had a guy, Chad Quant was my guy at Maker. He was a good lad. But essentially it was like, they didn't get you brand deals very often. They kind of didn't really do much. But they had to maintain this kind of illusion that they did a lot. It's kind of hard to explain, really. But yeah, it didn't feel like they were really sort of looking out for you, if you know what I mean. It kind of felt a bit like, these guys are just a bit shit. Where did I put the... Yeah. So anyway, so we were with Maker for a while, and then I think Disney bought Maker, which was their whole plan all along, of course, was to be purchased by some big company. But then I don't know what happened to them. I guess they just, I don't know if they're still going or not. I've got no idea. But I think they got bought by Disney. Like everything, you know, Disney was like, we want to get into this. We don't know what we're doing, so we will purchase a company that does. And of course, it turned out they kind of didn't know what they were doing.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Rizerus 16 giastre subito for un month.
Grazie. So yeah, there was that. But you know, they did set up some stuff like obviously like that. But I can't remember. I think the whole idea was, I don't remember. I think I got paid like $200 or maybe $100 or something like that. That was by the guys that make Guns of Icarus. So Maker would take a cut of that. You get paid, and then you would make a video from your perspective. And the idea was, you know, TB's made his video and I make my video. People go and watch TB's and maybe they think, who's this Pyrian guy? Go and check it out. Like that's the mentality of the collab stuff. But for me, it doesn't work doing a one shot unless you are fucking amazing and you're just the funniest dude in their vid. And people will be like, wow, this guy was hilarious. I'll go check out his channel. I think more often than not what happens is people will watch the TB vid or whoever the bigger YouTuber is and they won't go check you out. Because why would they? They don't know you. You're just some guy. Do you honestly think that I would say if I'd been invited to TI? First of all, it's July. Second of all, why would I just tell you? I don't know you. You think I'm just going to tell some Twitch viewer? Come on, dude. No one's just going to tell you. Hey, Pyrian, how much did you make last TI? It's like, you know, just... These are the kind of questions I see in Twitch chat. As soon as you'll know when people are invited to TI because there'll be a talent announcement. You will not hear before then from anybody. You never have. I don't think anyone has ever leaked that they're going to TI. I mean, some people you can pretty much assume... But, I mean, you know, I don't think anyone's ever just announced. Because why would you? You risk not getting invited. Yeah. If you come over and clean the house naturist style, you're in. Jesus. This can't be real. There's a subreddit called Incel Tears, which is really funny, but also really scary. And there seems to now be a movement among incels to defect to North Korea. What map am I on? Oh, we're... Good heavens, this is quite the spawn. Huh. What a load of crap. Ah, I thought I could hide around there. I don't think anyone's ever thought of this. But their idea is they'll defect, and then they'll Kim Jong Un will give them kidnap women from the West to give them, and they'll be treated like princes. This is not the gun for this, but we'll do it anyway. Gunshot. Kind of sounds like sniper scab. So Davinator, you think that guy is a troll? The guy posting the North Korea thing? I don't know, dude. I think there are some wacky communities out there that believe this kind of shit. I feel like everyone's just on labs. Thank you, Lion GG. That's very sweet of you. I am a mole and I live in a hole. It's classic. Classic tune. Mole in a hole. Mole in a hole. I don't know. I think the incels are pretty much capable of any deranged thought, really. Is there any chance that we ever see an enemy and get a chance to shoot them without just getting insta-domied? You know what makes me laugh is I was worried about hackers in this game. I don't think I need to worry. I think the number one thing is I stink. I stink at this game. I killed a lad. I think those lads were both shooting the crack house building. They looked like lads. I mean, that guy looked geared. I mean, his mate's going to take that personally and come and kill me, I'm pretty sure. Or he's going to camp the body. Who's doing the shoot? I don't know if I saw his body drop there or not, but... Oh shit. Someone's below us. I want to know why the Dragonov isn't in this game. Unless this is a Dragonov and I've just misread the situation. Damn, there was a lad up there. Dragonov is same as Mosin? Look up Dragonov and tell me that it's the same as a Mosin. Yo, I'm kinda drunk with TS. Probably. Ban me ASAP. I don't even know who you are. Oh, I see. You mean the same caliber, okay. But the SVT wasn't a particularly widely produced gun, was it? Wasn't that the Russian semi-auto rifle right at the end of the Second World War? Isn't that right? No, there's no questing at this point. We're just hanging out. We killed a lad, and now I'm waiting to see if his mate is still up there before I go loot the body. Essentially on board. And terrible. Bored and terrible, the PFlax story.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Toscane just resubbed for 24 months. Just got to the bit of the house where you talk about clotted cream. I went to school with a Rodda of Rodda's clotted cream. She would bring in pots of cream for everyone at the end of the year. Was great.
You were at school with Rodda, who started Rodda's clotted cream business? That's insane. How old is she? Or they? I just thought Rodda was a lady's name. Nuts.
уже неплохо, а?
Hello.
Понятно, понятно. Это что пошел? Левый коронный, правый похоронный.
What am I shoot? This thing's a pea shooter. Better eat something, huh? Can't turn the laser off. Yeah, I'm not sure, Lion. Like, I was thinking, how is this guy... Oh, man, we did kill that guy. So he was level 11 to 30, so probably wasn't high level. Yeah, he only had a pistol, but he had a really good rig. But he didn't have any magazines for it. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't know what he was up to. Who knows? Who knows what's going on in the minds of these lads, you know? Bukaki Bandit 69. It's very clever. Very clever name. So that was a scav gun. That was a player, though. What was he up to? Had a really nice rig. This is nice. Had that, but nothing in it. And hadn't even looted anything. And there were 10 minutes left in the raid. Could of also quick reloaded dropping his mags? Could of. That's true. But he died on an empty magazine, so I kindly doubt it. Get dressed, sweetie. I don't think Something Awful was cringe. I thought it was really funny. A lot of guys on the Discord here are goons. LD, remember LD? Dovercaster, goon. Lumi, I think Lumi was a goon. You can hate it as much as you like, but they didn't put up with any shit. There were a lot of offshoots from the forums made of the most toxic people who got booted because Something Awful just was not set up to allow racists and homophobes to prosper the way that somewhere like 4chan is. Just strolling about. You look like just a regular lad to me, so crack on. Another regular scav. Ah! I saw a blue dot at the last second. I saw that blue dot and I was like, what's that? He's there on the right, on the right. Hey! Did I hear a Northern Irish accent?
Wasn't me.
There's a... I couldn't tell if that was a player talking or a scav. Be careful. There's a lad around here with a blue laser! Jesus! He was at the back of that office area, I guess. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the wee donkey, can we not get some grenades here? Do you understand well that players usually let each other alone and fight bots at least at the beginning? Well, no. Where you got that from, bud? I'm going to give that a resounding not the case. That is not the case. I don't know where you've heard that from. Jesus, Mary and the wee donkey. That's still one of my all-time favourites. Got the mustache. We do have the mustache now. Anyone telling you that players won't kill each other? Why was the scav not engaging? So if they can't see them, they'll just stand there holding an angle sometimes. And so you see them all looking one way and you think, oh, he's in there. But of course he was peeking one way and got me. I should have got behind those scavs. We could have flushed him out. I honestly don't think I've ever seen players not killing each other in Tarkov. Or if they are, they're a bunch of melts. There is no unwritten rule. Oh no, we don't kill each other. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. I don't know where you've got that from. You might bump into some people that are pussies and don't shoot each other. But more often than not, if you trust anyone in Tarkov, they will shoot you. Myself included. Player scavs don't shoot each other because they don't want to lose rep. You lose too much rep with the fence, who's like the king of the scavs. If you lose too much of that, I think your scav spawns in with worse and worse stuff. And it even gets to a point, I think, where you might just be shoot on sight because you've got negative scav rep, so all the scavs will always turn on you, I think. Could be wrong. But it's busted. I mean, the fence rep stuff is just broken. Thank you, Atomic Snow Globe. Grenade? I think it's a really interesting accent. I'm just learning about a new meme. Girl dinner. It's a very strong accent. I think probably one of the most easily recognizable. Certainly the sort of Northern Irish accent, I think, is instantly sort of cuts through other accents, I feel like. My favorite sketch is the William Ulsterman sketch. I utterly reject your offer of pineapple on a stack. I have made a peaceful and legitimate request. That's so stupid. A stream favorite indeed. Poor Lad 5, the Santa Strat. As good as it gets. For anyone that hasn't seen this, let's pop this on. It's blocked. Try to make sure you're on that side, because then I have a clean shot.
He's right. He's not quite next to me yet, but I'm gonna usher him over. He's looting the scav. Oh, he's coming over. He's
Yeah,
coming over.
I see him.
Oh, I've that clipped. I didn't even get a chance to drop something. You just fucking domied this guy.
Hurdle, lad.
Кепка.
I don't like this team.
Куда он делся?
Ugh. Jings.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Azzi Giastre subbed for 11 months.
Grazie. That stirred up the old hornet's nest.
Граната тут! Кидай лимонку!
What was going on there? What? There were grenades everywhere. Who knows, man? A wacky old time. We might get the gun back. I don't think I insured it, actually. Sounds like a clown laughed and threw 5 nades. That is what it sounded like. Anyway, that's me done for today. I'll be back this evening, though. Hope you guys can join me then. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.